What's going on, everybody? I need a sip of water because I'm going to be talking a lot. I need a sip of water. What's going on, everybody? Without further delay, I'm going to go right into this. I'm going to go right into this. Okay. So this it seems some conflict within the manosphere, red pill community. What's going on, mommy? Aza Lopez, what's going on? Thank you so much for the thumbs up. It looks like there's some challenges, right? Some beef within this community. Okay. I'm not subscribed to either of these two podcasts. Every now and then, Abba and Preach will come up on my suggested videos, and depending on the topic, I will watch it. I don't completely rock with them. I don't I like some of their content. They talk about a lot of issues. And I like that they give their opinion and they talk about an array of things, right? I don't watch Fresh and Fit at all. I don't. And there's a couple of reasons why, but what I'm not about to do is come on here bashing anybody. All right. However, this does reveal a pseudo manhood that exists within the space that is causing toxicity to become, relevant, or not relevant, but exposed toxicity within the space. Okay. Manhood, not pseudo manhood, but actual manhood. Like, what does it look like within this community? That's a question that they cannot answer because it tends to be self-focused, and that's what pseudo manhood is all about. And I watched a video by Abba and Preach that came on my suggested videos, and I was like, yo, like, this is an actual thing. Now, I've seen a couple of Fresh and Fits. I saw one podcast, and on Instagram, a video went viral with one of the Fresh and Fit, I don't even know who's who, kicking out a woman and shaming her, cursing her out and all that stuff. And I thought to myself, yo, like, that's excessive. That's excessive. Yeah, like Abba and Preach don't claim to be red pill. Like, definitely, yeah, you're right. You're right. They don't claim to be red pill. But they rock with them a little bit, but they don't claim to be red pill. Every now and then, and this is what I like about them, they'll call out the nonsense within the red pill community and the manosphere. Where Fresh and Fit don't really do that. Like, so I don't like that Fresh and Fit went so heavy and so hard at Abba and Preach because of what they said about what they were talking about. Now, Fresh and Fit, from my understanding, promote this alpha male bravado, this alpha male, idea heavy, to the point where I think one of them even have this consultation with men to help them get hitched and or married or whatever it is. I don't know, whatever it is, which I have my ideas about that as well. Again, when it comes to pseudo manhood, but here's a problem, right? And this is not just about Fresh and Fit. This is just about the whole community as well. And if you may not like what I have to say, and that's perfectly fine. You can go at it with me in the chat. You can call me a simp. You can call me all that stuff. Do whatever you want, okay? The people in my fold, people in my community know who I am. So any insults you want to give, you can be just like the women that you claim. Do the same thing, and you can do the same thing in the chats and throw those insults at me all you want. That's all good. I don't care. I'm here for it, all right? It won't hurt my feelings. I can care less. It's the emotional people that want to get mad over this kind of content. But the problem with this is this, right? Subscribing, Crystal, I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Harrison Extended family. All right. Doesn't their IG course encourage young men to rent luxury items to post with? Listen, now I'm glad that you brought that up. This is that pseudo manhood that I'm talking about, right? It appears one way, but it's not real. It's not real. And my thing is, we got to identify what real manhood is. And my gentlemen, if you're watching right now, you got to be able to look at the imagery and the fakeness behind what's being presented and try to find what's genuine. Everybody out there is trying to say, I'm real. I'm this real guy. I'm real. This is who I am. Like, I'm real. We're not being real. We're not being real. We live in a space in social media and on YouTube where people want to fake it till they make it. They want to fake it till they make it. Okay. So what they do is they present this image that they got it all together, that they have all the answers, that they're God's gift to women, right? And in all actuality, they're insecure little boys that have adopted this pseudo manhood idea. And it's sad. It's sad, right? Because now we're living in a space where men aren't leaders in their communities, right? All they want to do is smash every single female that they can. That's the idea of what it means to be a man. That's pseudo manhood, people. That's pseudo manhood. If you're not leaders in your communities and you're on YouTube sounding off whatever it is that you want to sound off and do absolutely nothing in your communities, that's pseudo manhood. If you don't have a tribe that you're trying to raise, wife, children, pseudo manhood. If you're not responsible for anything or anyone, it's pseudo manhood. Okay. So in the exchange, somebody from Fresh and Fit got on Abba and Preach because specifically Preach. And let me defend Preach. Like, no, so again, I'm defending him only because they went after his wife. They talked about his wife. When you start talking about people and insulting people's loved ones and stuff, you have crossed the line of emotionalism. The very same line that you claim women do that you don't like. Right? You do the 7 Samuels. You follow people like Fresh and Fit and other people in the space that give you this pseudo manhood idea that you follow. And you're miserable, but you follow it anyway because it makes you feel good. You're emotional. That's not what manhood is all about. If you are fulfilled because a female is simply making you feel good, that's pseudo manhood, people. It's pseudo manhood. It's nonsense, right? And I'm ignoring the chat. I do feel bad. Like some of you guys may disagree, and that's fine. All right. A romance action speaks for himself. Don't talk about it. Be about it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. But back to what you said earlier, if anybody calls you a simp, you know they're foolish in their little circle. And that's my thing. They had this, they had the pseudo mentality. So when a real man who's raising a family, right, who's doing this thing, who is a leader in his community, speaks against whatever it is that they believe, they're a simp. They start doing the very thing that they claim women do. You know what they do? They start insulting. If they don't have an intelligent response, like many of the people that try to come at me in the chats and in the comments, they start insulting. You know who do that? You know who do that? Because I'm a teacher. I teach elementary school. When my elementary school students get into an argument with a peer and they don't have an intelligent response, you know what they tend to do? Throw insults because they can't think of anything smarter. They cannot argue. They can't intelligibly come up with a response. Okay. I watched the exchange with Fresh and Fit, or Fresh and Fit's response to Abba and Preach. And mind you, Abba and Preach probably should have just never said anything, but they talk about everything and anything, and not just them, but they talk about everything and anything. So I appreciate that. Although I don't rock with everything that they talk about, they do come from a genuine space. Okay, they speak from a genuine place. All right, where I think Fresh and Fit tends to be a little bit more self-involved, and they will only do what's best for their viewers or to get views or to get attention for shock value. Okay, but when you go after another man's family, right? And here's the thing. He talked about Preach being married as if it's a bad thing, as if a man being married is a bad thing. Bro, you can't get any more boyish than that. To go after a man because he has a wife? Like, man, and you guys are following these men. You guys are following these people. At least Kevin Samuels promote marriage, right? And he's not going to go after somebody who's married or insult somebody who's married. Like, oh gosh, we need men. Like, you know what? Here's the thing. We need men to finally become men who can speak for themselves, men that can listen to somebody who has talking points that they may agree with, but not have to agree with everything. Once you do that, you become a simp yourself. You become a simp yourself, right? And here's the thing, specifically in the Black community, amongst Black males, we have this crab in the barrel mentality where we're trying to one up somebody that's in the same space as we are. You claim to be an alpha male, but can't completely collaborate with somebody that's in the same space as you. And you're an alpha male, and then you go into insulting. Oh, they apologize. Hold up. Update. They apologize. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know. Fresh and started fresh because I must say I am very disappointed in Fresh and Fit for dissing a man's wife. Much respect to Abba and Preach. Yeah. All right. So I didn't know that they apologized. So this is an update. This is a good thing. Okay. Now, if they up, they came up and they apologize, they're manning up. they're manning up and they're showing maturity in the situation. Okay. Fresh and Fit just chickened out and apologized on IG story, took down the video due to record-breaking dislikes. Now here's the thing. Shock value. If people were liking it and it was generating views, they would have probably kept it up there. I'm not sure. I don't know who these men. All right. I did see the video of him. I saw a little bit of the video interview he had with Kevin Samuels. They had with Kevin Samuels, and on IG when people sharing the video of him cursing out that woman and kicking her out. But they apologize for their own gains. See, and that's the thing, man. As a woman, I enjoy Fresh and Fit, but this was distasteful. I agree. Now here's the thing. Men are able to, and here's the thing about manhood, right? This part of manhood is not pseudo. This is not pseudo manhood. You and I can disagree. And when we disagree as men, we disagree on the talking points. We don't need to throw insults. I don't got to talk about your family. I don't got to talk about what you look like. I don't have to talk about you not getting your hair done. I don't have to talk about how you work hard. I work harder than you. Like, Abba and Preach. Abba called that, I don't curse, so you're not going to see me curse on my channel. But he said that's female dog energy. Okay, and I understand what that means. I grew up I know what that means, right? And that's exactly what it is by definition. So if you are going to attack somebody because they have a different viewpoint than you, or they address something that you said and you attack their family, come on. I do appreciate that they apologize. And here's the thing. We all can get emotional. They got emotional. We can all get emotional. And I think it was real big for them. If it was done genuinely, okay? If it was done genuinely, to apologize and say, you know what? I was wrong. I should have kept it to the talking points, but I went after you. I went after your character. I talked about your physical appearance. I talked about your family, and I should not have. And I'm sorry. All right. So wait. We apologize to our supporters. From this point forward, we are not going to engage in beef. We are here to help you guys navigate women, fitness, and finances, not drama. We apologize for. That was the apology? So he didn't even apologize to the men. They apologized to their supporters. So this here makes it look like the apology wasn't genuine. It makes it look like that it wasn't genuine. This is going to be some backlash for their brand. So we're taking it down. Yeah, that wasn't really much of an apology. They probably won't watch this. And if they watch this, they're probably going to, bully me too. I'm a small YouTuber with sub 3,000 subscribers. And they can definitely bully me. I really don't care. I can care less what people think about me. But yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get this top. As a man, if you talk stuff, you gotta back it up. Showed a lack of integrity in class. Agreed. I agreed. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. This isn't the first time. Same thing happened with Playback Guys. They did a 3-hour video calling them fat and called it roasting cow. Now that's the thing. Like, come on, like that's not what they describe as alpha male behavior. And their whole brand is about manhood, right? So supporting men, fitness, and all that stuff. We don't behave like men don't behave like that. We don't. We can disagree, right? We can disagree. Men can even duke it out. But at the end of the day, we can fight it all. At the end of the day, we're men and we're going to move on from it. No grudges. And we're not about to insult you. That's dead wrong. Dead wrong. All right. It's one tier above the bottom of the barrel manhood, pushing ideals that work against family values while shaming equally undisciplined, unruly women as unmarriageable. Yeah, I hear you. And that's the thing, right? Like, how do we shame men for taking care of their families, for being faithful husbands, being leaders in their communities. Like, we got to stop that. We got to stop that. All right. And then not talk about people's family. You crossing the line. And when you, and here's the thing, people don't cross the line outside of being emotional. Every time you see a man on YouTube or on social media and they go after somebody in a social media rant or a video, they are being emotional. They are being emotional. They're not thinking logically, and they're not thinking like a calculative man. They're thinking like a immature child who got their feelings hurt. Fresh and fit, totally inconsistent with your message to young, impressionable men. And that's my thing. We all can be impressionable. And mind you, I grew up without a father. So I spent a great deal of my teenage years and my early 20s trying to identify what manhood is without a man to show me how, consistently there, right? So I get it. I understand that. But because they are impressionable young men following them, they need to be wise in their approach to what it means to be a manhood and teach that. Something that actually builds up, not just a man, but a community. A man is nothing if they are built up to the place where they are elevated in whatever society, but their community is broken. Like, that's not manhood. It's not manhood. The apology wasn't direct. It is a darn shame. It started with an attack on an idea, but they took it personally. Agreed. They got emotional about it. They did the very same thing that they warned women not to do. They got emotional. So we got to be careful with that. The red pill tells women to settle and marry with a man. Then man's wife is a whale. Listen. We have to do better. And again, like, I'm not here attacking like Fresh and Fit or Abba and Preach, right? Like, I'm not, right? But I am going to encourage them to raise their standards a little bit, right? I know Abba and Preach, they're not a red pill or manosphere type of channel. They talk about anything and everything. And sometimes I like their content. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I can't really watch this. There's nothing that Fresh and Fit has produced that I'm like, yeah, I can rock with this. But because I know that they speak primarily to men, you have to raise the standard in your content to a place that your integrity is unquestionable, right? That your brand and what you really looking to promote is unquestioned, to the point where somebody talks about your talking points, you're able to address it intelligently and address the talking points directly and not get emotional and start insulting the same way. So listen, man, lines were crossed. They could have chose civil discourse, but they decided to attack Abba and Preach personally, getting defensive about their comments, even to the point of challenging them to a fight. Like, come on. Oh gosh, man. Even though this, like, we're living like, what's it? Today's Tuesday, right? Don't the verses, like IG verses, come out on Tuesdays? Like, we're living through right now like a real life verses, right? It's not on IG, it's on YouTube. It's crazy. I do think it's sad that guys like them think the normal people care, that normal people care about this red pill and manosphere stuff. Yeah, most people don't. There is a growing community, but most people don't. I think the point of no return was when he went off and preached his wife. That was where they lost many. I don't think most men anywhere will vibe with that. Why mention his wife at all? And that's what I was trying to say. Like, that's really why I wanted to come on and do this live stream, because men don't do that. That's not what we do. And if your brand is about promoting whatever pseudo manhood that you want to promote, at least let that be one of the core principles of what you preach, what you promote. You don't go after another man's wife or family. You stick it to, even if you insult Preach himself, and then you insult his country, both their countries, their culture. Come on. Like, we have to do better than that. And this crabs in the barrel mentality, right? Like, and granted, they could be doing better numbers right now. They could be doing better numbers right now. They could be working harder, right? Yeah. But then whenever you get on, and this is like immature, young teenage behavior, right? Whenever you get on your platform to show what you got, that's a level of insecurity that you're showing everybody else. Okay? Real men, right, move in silence. I don't need you to know what I have. I don't even need you to know the level of success that I'm at. Don't need that. All right. If my goal is to get you to the place where I'm at also, I may let you in a little bit, but I'm not about to show the world what I have and my accomplishments, because then at that point, I'm showing really how insecure I am. There's a certain breed of humans that live in Miami and LA, clout chasers. Yeah, and I think, yeah, clout chasers. And mind you, let me say this. I'm not here trying to chase clout. I'm not. Like, so, I think this is a great talking point, and I think many of us on this space, men in general, should really look at this and learn from it. How do we engage with somebody that we're in conflict with, especially if they're in the same space as us, like YouTube? Okay, and mind you, aesthetically, at least what they look like, they're pretty similar. You have one chocolate skinned brother and one light skinned brother, right? Both, I think, from my understanding, all four of them are not, their culture exists outside of the United States, right? They should be teaming up and saying, listen, how can we benefit our listeners together and not sit down here bashing each other? And mind you, what's going on, Real Talk? Brothers here. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Now, here's the thing. Abba and Preach didn't go at them personally. Preach did take it to heart and accepted their challenge to box. I hope it doesn't get to that point, even though some of us may want to see that. But I just think that it's not productive for men. Been watching smaller creator react to this, and I like y'all better than most Red Pill creators. Red Pill has lost its way. It should teach you how to be a man for yourself, not for women. Come on. And I think that when we start becoming, trying to become men to get women, we're doing the very same thing that women on IG are doing by showing whatever they show to try to get the attention of men. We need to become men, to become responsible men, for three things, right? All right. To better ourselves, right? To better our situations, no matter what that is, like, finances, all that stuff, right? To better our family situation, like men need to be focused on those things: faith, fatherhood, and family. That's what I'm about, right? Finances, right? Like, what is it that, like, if you have a whole platform and it's solely about bashing women, okay, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Okay. And if you're watching right now, and if you have not hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right now for me. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Join the Harrison Extended family. Now, mind you, I don't usually do content like this, but as a man, as somebody that promotes fatherhood and family, I had to address this because these are very big YouTubers that a lot of men follow. And this kind of behavior, attacking somebody's family and wife, is not okay. And it's not what men do. It's not what men do. Yeah, smash that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. This is exactly the same kind of behavior that F and F condone on their show and kick out people for the same. Listen, we got to, yeah. And again, I think that because they have a huge audience, they have an amazing opportunity to really pour into men the right way, the right way. All right. They do. Okay. I've never seen much of their content. I mean, I think in total, I may have seen maybe 12 minutes, and I'm guessing here. You're really good at using this as a teaching moment. And this is an example when fame gets to, yes, exactly. We start thinking that our influence makes us important in that way. Like, we become famous. Some people know us. People know us now. So, it's getting to my head now. So I can do pretty much whatever I want, say whatever I want. And it doesn't work that way. That's where integrity comes in. And I think that, and I'm hoping that this boils over in a way that both of them could sit down and talk about it like men. and show the men in their community how real men chop it off. Like how real men get into conflict and sort out conflict, right? It would be nice if they do a live stream or if they go on each other's podcasts and discuss what happened as men, right? Discuss, what you did was wrong. You don't come at my wife. Like people die for that. People die for that. Like you go after somebody's people. Come on. We got to be better than that. We got to be better than that. I don't watch any of those guys. Yeah. Like again, like I, every now and then I've been preach will come on my, suggested videos and I watch it. And again, like some of the stuff that they talk about, I don't care if, again, like I'm a Christian, so I don't curse and all that stuff. And I don't listen to content that's overly, that overly curse stuff like that. And they don't usually, curse all that, like a lot, like all through their videos. Like that's not them, but sometimes they do. But they talk about some funny stuff. Like I like they're entertaining. All right. But depending on the topic, I'll listen. But we really got to do better, yo. We got to do better. All right. Man, keep the game inbounds. Never have to cross the line. Come on. That's what manhood is. That's what manhood is. Right. You don't have to agree with me. We can disagree. See, but that boundary, and most men know that. We grew up playing sports. We understand that there's rules of engagement. There's certain things that I cannot do. And this boundary here, I'm out of bounds if I talk. I'm foul, right? If I'm foul, if I go there, right? We don't do that. And we got to understand that's a universal law. That's universal. Okay. We got to be able to do that. So with that being said, man, I'm going to end it here because I got my grandbaby. Yeah, I got a grandson. My son is here visiting from New Hampshire with his wife. My grandson, I'm going to go spend time with them. But I wanted to sign off on this. And I'm not going to lie. This is one of those things where I wanted to try to get ahead of the algorithm to talk about this in a positive way, right? To show that men don't behave that way, one. Two, they have an opportunity to redeem this, to show men exactly how to deal with conflict when they deal with other people within their space. And three, how to build one another up in the same space. If they are what they claim to be as alpha men, okay? We collaborate, right? And if we're in the same space and we reach a certain level, and we're alpha men, we collaborate with one another to build one another up. That's what we do. All right. So let's see what happens after this. I won't be doing a follow-up to this. All right. You guys can go to their channel. I don't have it linked in the description, but Albert and Preach and Fresh and Fit, you can guys go there at your own, search them up and go at your own leisure. But good question. Can Fresh and Fit redeem themselves? They have a huge audience. All right. And honestly, they have probably a large amount of people that have their same kind of mentality. I don't think they're going anywhere. But I do think that one of the things that they can do for their space, for their audience, is to meet up with Albert and Preach and discuss this like real men. And because they brought it out publicly on YouTube, they need to address it publicly on YouTube for their audience so that we can get an idea of how to deal with conflict in the future. This can be a learning example, a teaching example for us, and a learning example for them on how we engage each other tonight. And yes, tonight I'm going live on E Black's channel. He just left a comment. I'll be going live tonight. Go to E Black's channel. We're going to be talking about education and the pandemic and all that good stuff, right? So thank you everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Wait, hold up. I gotta put my music on. If you have not done so, hit the like button. If you have not joined the Harrison Extended Family, you can do so simply by hitting the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and it'll let you know when I upload new videos or go live. And I just messed up by clicking the button too early, but that's cool. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. It'll let you know when I upload new videos. And I do appreciate you guys for watching, all right? And I hope I wasn't coming off like trying to bash any one particular, but if we have issues with each other, men, let's keep it at the issues, right? Let's keep it at the issues, and let's keep the insults out of it, because we got to be intelligent in our discussion, intelligent in our disagreements and our arguments, and not get emotional. And that's all it is, right? They crossed the line, and I'm hoping that this can fix itself. Well, I hope they fix it up. They fix it and make it right, because it was dead wrong. It was dead wrong, and hopefully they'll come out all on top. All right. So again, I do appreciate everybody for watching, for being a part of the discussion. Also, a lot of great input. All right, but I'm going to end it here so I can spend the rest of the day with my family. So everybody have a good day. God bless. And until the next upload or live stream, I'm out. Peace.